Alright guys, I am back with my WWE Smackdown live review for the 20th of the 12th, 2016 guys. And I thought this last episode of Smackdown was actually good. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was actually good. It was a good show. I thought it was really good, and they're slowly building up for the Royal Rumble on the Smackdown side. And I'm really enjoying that because on Raw, they've only got like 3, maybe 4 feuds going on Raw. On SmackDown, they focus more on the women and they focus more on the other tag teams, and they basically, focus around other wrestlers that are not getting they wouldn't get the focus much on Raw. So I really like that. So basically, SmackDown opens up with AJ defending his title against Ellsworth. It was a squash match. AJ obviously retained. Then after that, AJ just fucking killed Ellsworth. He said he's tired of Ellsworth walking around here saying that he's beating the face that runs the place. So he just basically destroys fucking Ellsworth. I was like, yes, 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 Ellsworth's off my TV screen. Yay! And then we have a backstage scene later where basically Ellsworth is patched up. He's selling the injuries from earlier. And basically Carmella's like, giving him pity and stuff and making sure he's alright and whatever. And it looks like they're having a love story. I hope not, but I hope this is the end of James Ellsworth. Then we get to and then Dolph Ziggler said that next week he's going to take the title off AJ, and AJ said every time that you're in a big match for the WWE title, doll, you always fail anyway. I thought it was a good promo. Then Baron Corbin comes out and he said he wants a match for the WWE title next week, and then Daniel Bryan comes out and he basically says that next week we're going to have, tonight we're going to have Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. The winner will face AJ Styles next week on SmackDown. So that's your main event for tonight. And then we have also announced a couple of matches, like we're going to have Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch for the title. And also we're going to have like a Fatal 4-Way for the tag titles as the Wyatts against American Alpha, Slater, and Rhino, and the Usos. That's going to be pretty cool right there. And also they promote John Cena coming back next week as well, which we already knew. So yeah, and I'm glad that that SmackDown are advertising, things that are going to happen, like the tag match, and you're going to have the women's strap, and then you're going to have John Cena returning, which is going to be pretty cool, man. And then we have Alexa Bliss backstage with Danny Bryan, and she's like basically saying that Becky is afraid to face her, and basically Daniel Bryan puts Alexa Bliss in a match against like a mass wrestler or whatever, and basically it's Becky Lynch. She wins, she goes over, and then Alexa Bliss is pissed off. I thought this was a really good way to really keep this feud going, keep it refreshed. I mean, over the last couple of years, the women feuds, feuds can get really boring, but when you refresh them like you do tonight, and you have like kind of what you did in the New Generation era, like when they had X-Pac defeat Scott Hall in about 3 minutes or something. That is something cool, and that's how you advance a storyline like that. So I did like that. And then you had Mojo Rawley versus who was he against? Kurt Hawkins. I don't know who won the match. I didn't pay attention. That was another thing I didn't like about the show. Didn't care about it. Then we had an IC title match. It was The Miz versus Apollo Crews. The Miz retains his title. After the match, he gets interviewed by Renee, and then Ambrose. And then Miz is like, Renee asks like, what's your obsession with Dean Ambrose? And he's like, well, what's your obsession with Dean Ambrose? Like, you're the one sleeping with it. And then she slaps it. So it looks like to me they're adding the Renee Young and Dean Ambrose relationship into this Miz and Dean Ambrose feud. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I always say when you add a real life relationship into a professional wrestling storyline, it always ends bad in real life because they always end up kind of like breaking up or something like that. They did this a couple years ago with Chris Sabin and Velvet Sky, and they was going out in real life, and I think they broke up after the storyline. I don't know, man, but it was like they did the same. TNA did the same with those two, and it looks like the WWE are doing the same with Ambrose and Renee Young. And I'm glad they're using Renee Young more than an interviewer. I'm glad that they're putting her in storylines, but this, I don't know. I'm glad that it's, putting more edgy. I'm glad that they're making the IC title more prestigious now, and Ambrose should come out there next week and just be fucking pissed, man. So anyway, Ambrose had a match against Luke Harper. it was a decent match. Ambrose went over. Then after the match, the Whites attack Ambrose. Predictable there. Then Miz hits a skull-crushing finale. Thought this was awesome. And then we get to the main event, and basically it's Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. The winner will face AJ next week on SmackDown. I thought this was a decent match. I don't like Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler matches. They just do nothing for me. I like Baron Corbin. I think he can be a good wrestler. Not a good wrestler. I think he can be a big star. Sorry. But I think that the WWE just, basically need to do what they're doing with Braun Strowman. And they should have had him in squash matches. Straight out of the gate, they put him in like world title matches, like number contender world title matches, and they put him against Kalisto. They really need to do what they did with Braun Strowman, is don't talk much on the mic, and basically just destroy motherfuckers. That's all he has to do. Then we had Natalya and Nikki Bella promo, and basically Natalya's a fully heel now. She is fully turned heel. I am glad that Natalya is a heel now. I love Natalya as a heel. She cut one of the best promos ever. She's like, the only reason why you're doing all these red carpets and total bellas is because of your looks, and nobody and you have no personality. And like, Natalya was pissed off that Nikki Bella got the role of total bellas and she didn't get her own little show and stuff like that, and then she mentions that John Cena isn't going to marry Nikki Bella, and then obviously, and then the main event, and then that was the end of SmackDown. So yeah, overall SmackDown this week was really good. I really enjoyed SmackDown. I thought it was a really good show. It built up quite a few storylines for next week, and obviously possibly going into the Royal Rumble. But in my opinion, who do you guys want to see AJ Styles face at the Royal Rumble? A lot of people saying John Cena, a lot of people saying Undertaker, but Undertaker's got a hip injury or something like that. He's had hip surgery recently, so I don't know, man. Who knows? In my opinion, I like to see AJ Styles versus Undertaker, and then they can do Cena Taker, which I know they're going to do at WrestleMania. It makes sense, and it'll be a big draw match. Like, we've seen AJ Styles versus John Cena before. I don't mind that, but them having Cena and Undertaker will be pretty cool, man, and that will draw a lot of seats to asses. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I'll check you later.